Don't pause. Press play. 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 Switch it up. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't press. Don't press. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. Press play. Press play. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Play.
Welcome to tonight's GG Leagues Elite Winter Rocket League action. On today's desk, we have myself, Sarah Stims, and I am joined by Sis. So, Sis, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic on this wonderful, fine evening tonight. Excited for some Rocket League tonight, Cyril. It's going to be CSU Stanislaus versus Heartland Community College RL. Both of them coming in at 2 and 3, Cyril.
Yeah, so definitely middle, lower, that area of the pack sort of teams. Now, both these teams have had very competitive matches on stream too, and so we have had a chance to look at them before. But unfortunately, when they've been on stream, they've been against some upper tier opponents like Timeless, which, as far as I know, is, well, they're top of the leaderboard so far and the ladder. But this is going to be a competitive match regardless between Heartland and Stanislaus, and I am definitely excited for it. Now, I do believe that Heartland, they show great perseverance, though Stanislaus might be a little bit better mechanically, but that is definitely a day-to-day judgment you can make because everyone's performance will differ on the day, and today's the day they have to show up, isn't it?
It most definitely is. Mechanics, everyone has them, but it really depends on how you use them effectively as a team. This is 3v3, so the most important aspect is being able to utilize your teammates and get the teamwork going in. But Cyro, players are on the field. I think everyone is ready to start this best of 7.
Yeah, you're right. Best of 7, and we're way into game 1 here. So on the side of Stanislaus, we have Cookie Thief, Trapito, and Delta. Then on the side of Heartland, we have the FFA Dayman. Now, Dayman is one to watch, always a carry potential type of player, definitely the one I'm looking to pop up. And then we also have 2 Sleek and Funky coming up for Heartland. And Heartland did actually have a competitive showing against Timeless, I believe, but once Timeless found their groove, they were they couldn't quite hold up the snuff here. So, it seems like Stanislaus has been on the defensive for the most part, so they should be hitting their groove pretty soon. But overall, it's been a quiet first 45 seconds of the game.
Yeah, it's easy to start off slow, game number 1, just get on the stream, nerves a little bit, gotta warm the car, gotta warm the analog sticks up, get going, get the mechanics going. Delta's looking like he's trying to start something for the team, so, a slow start, but they're slowly branching out of their half looking for opportunities.
Cookie Thief with a good attempt there, but unfortunately no one was in the midfield for that pass. So now Damon with the shot, he doesn't get it too far past Delta. Delta puts that one up, but Sleek is there to drop it down to the ground. Now Funky with a good corner shot there. Trapito comes off the wall, he puts the drop right in front of the net. No one is quite there for it. Cookie goes up, but he overshoots it, so Delta's going to pick this one up. He centers it, but no teammate there for the reception. So a lot of offensive pressure and zone control coming out for Stanislaus right now.
Yeah, a few good looks, not quite capitalizing on them. The execution a little bit off there, but still good opportunities leading to a few exploits in the defense of Heartland, seeing if they can get anything going. But Funky's trying to get something going for Heartland as well. Just this quick counterattack, but look at the save from Tropito, just launches it all the way back down with Heartland in.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic clear there as well. Having those strong defensive touches do so much, and that's a dangerous ball. Delta's up for it. He doesn't find the touch. It's off the backboard. Cookie's up for it as well. He puts it off the backboard as well. But Damon's there. He has room to work with. He puts it on target, forcing Delta to make the save.
He's so close there. That's like, I feel like these offensive possessions, they're just missing one more player. They're getting close, but they're already rotating back before the play's over. And I feel like one of these people needs to stay up on the field ready for the outlet pass because they're getting it through. There's just no one there to follow.
And Funky puts that one just a little too far. And it does seem like they need a 4th man right now with some of these rotations. But that's okay. It's still a scoreless game, so both these teams have time and games to improve if need be, because it is a best of 7. They can afford to drop a game early on if need be.
Lots of Rocket League to play to figure out your opponent, learn their weaknesses, learn their strong suits. Still trying to find these exploits in the defense, but Delta plays such solid midline here. That's a good, maybe good pass opportunity from Tropito, but just no one there, not quite close enough. Now it's a good 1-to-1 for Damon, trying to get over one. Does so off the post, and Funky is there for the follow. Just like that, a 1-1 opportunity. Well played by Damon.
Yeah, as I said, Damon will be the one to carry for Heartland, and he beats 2 there, puts it off the backboard for Funky to get the easy cleanup. And that's just a really clean transition attack there out of Heartland. And exactly what we need to see, because we've seen a few deadly transition plays coming out of Heartland so far, but Damon is the first one to make it work. And now Cookie tries to bring it the other way. He only has to beat 1. He has room, but the challenge does put it into the corner. It's now a centering pass. It's cleared away by Funky. And oh, that's a whiff there. Delta tries to capitalize on it, but he gets demoed for his efforts. So Damon's in the corner for it. A shot on net, a little bit too near on that close post. So it bounces harmlessly. Delta, he keeps it in the offensive end so far. Sleek will get a poor defensive touch here. This could be dangerous. Delta doesn't beat Damon on the challenge there, but Chapito puts this one towards net. It's bouncing dangerously. They're up for it. Cookie puts it off the backboard. Nobody finds the dunk. Oh no! Stanislaus will want that one. Now Damon has room to work as he guides the ball to the other end, but Delta is there for the last second save.
Delta being so clutch on the defensive end right now, but they've got to be clutch on the offensive side too, being able to capitalize. Just look at the ball plays from Funky. He's going to set up a shot from Dayman, but it's just slightly off. Time ticking down now for Delta, trying to get it out, trying to clear anything for his team right now, but the defensive Heartland is just swarming him. Look at that clear already. No time on the ball allowed for him.
Ooh, that was a dangerous shot, a little bit wide on that far post. Now Funky starts well. He puts it up. It's going to go across the field so far, but ultimately it's a little bit harmless, but that's a dangerous ball. Damon couldn't quite control that one, so it bounces across the wall. Cookie puts it off the wall again, and now finds his way to Chopito. He puts it up. Cookie, prime opportunity, but he doesn't get the touch he wants, so it's a little bit wide, though he does get the shot credit for it. So now we're into the final seconds of this match. It's do or die now for Stanislaus in game one. So with this ball being in their own end, it's looking a little bit rough as Funky's on the attack and the ball gets touched down. So Heartland Community College win game one in their best of 7 series.
And Stanislaus, they had a chance at the end there to win it. The shot, the pass opportunity was there. It was just too high, too top right for them to be able to capitalize and get the ball in. And I think that was kind of the story of this game. I think that's why Heartland managed to squeak this one out, is when they had the opportunity to capitalize, they did it. That 1-1 off the post, the pass, picture perfect. And Stanislaus, when they had that opportunity, it was just slightly off. But, you know, hey, only game number 1.
Yeah, you're right there. It's only game number 1, and surprisingly, Heartland did actually have the more shot opportunities or shots on net, which was a little bit surprising because it felt like Stanislaus did have quite the offensive pressure there, or at least almost had their 10 set up in the offensive zone for the first part, but they were only able to register 3 shots on net, which is a little bit concerning, and they definitely got beat with transition attacks. So that is one area I'll be looking for Stanislaus to clear up as we get into game number 2.
They spend a lot of time in the half of Heartland, but time spent there, if you're not getting good opportunities, good abilities, speaking of good options, that Cookie manages to redirect it off of the double. I don't know how in the world that ball manages to go backwards. Physics there for Rocket League for you, but look at this, just like that opportunity there. Stanislaus trying to start this game off strong.
Yeah, and so Delta winning that challenge early, keeps it in the offensive end. And now Chupito's there as well. He bounces up backboard, and Cookie with a dangerous look there, but could be beat as Damon puts that towards the near post. Not quite on target, and it was a bit of a double commit there as well. So definitely something for Heartland to clean up as this game progresses. Now Delta challenging Funky in the corner. It's a bit of an even ball, but a good clear gets intercepted by Too Sleek, who keeps it in the midfield for the time being. Now Funky steps up for it. It's an air ball right now. Both these teams will be up for it, but Damon's up first, and he has a shot on net. But Chapito is there for the save. Funky kicks it up. He puts it towards Sleek. Sleek isn't quite able to find anything right now, and so it's Heartland finding a lot of pressure as Stanislaus is finally able to clear it, and Delta puts that touch a little bit wide.
See how long this offensive time can last. That's a great pass to Cookie. That's a great shot, but a great save from Sleek. The Heartland defense, an impenetrable wall right now on the goal line. That is a double commit, though. It's going to set up Cookie again, and Cookie will be able to capitalize on that one off of the poor double commit here from Heartland. That's very off the wall.
Cookie just robs them there, you know, living up to his name as being a thief, because you could tell that the defensemen, they had the touch, but they didn't have the clear, and he took advantage of that opportunity. So Stanislaus with a 1-goal lead so far, and as we saw from the prior game, 1 goal is all that's needed to win these games, especially with how both teams' defenses are performing. Now it's up to Heartland to play from behind, which we haven't seen yet, so it will be interesting, isn't it?
Most definitely. It's always nice to see a team, how they react, how they perform when they're down. It's easy to see how they play when they're up, but when you're facing down this 1-0 lead, plenty of time left in the game to go. It's curious to see how their gameplay changes. Still Sleek trying to get it clear, but what a dunk from Chopito, but it's going to be clear and control from Damon. But still, look at the time given to Heartland here. They're playing so far back, just trying to play space and force out the touches, and I like it. It's setting up opportunities for Stanislaus.
Yeah, Stanislaus, you even saw there on that camera angle that they were also going for the goaltender demo as well. Definitely playing a aggressive form of Rocket League here, and definitely upping the physicality that we haven't really seen. But either way, early challenges win balls, and it stops the enemy team from having a chance to set up their own plays. But either way, this is a bit of a dangerous ball, but Delta picks that one up easily enough. It's on target, but not much of an oomph behind it, so it gets cleared away pretty easily. Now double commit on the back wall there leaves opportunity here as Sleek drops in front of the net, but no one's there to tap it in, so it gets cleared, and now Damon's back to pick up that one, puts it off the wall, but it's Chapito there. Now it's Delta off the backboard, and can Cookie Thief get the touch? No, he can't, as it gets cleared to the far side. Chapito there with the challenge. It's about a pretty even as you can get, and a good demo there out of Delta. Doesn't buy them too much opportunity, but a second one will definitely buy them space to get this clear.
They're falling a little bit into the basic fundamentals of Rocket League. Neither team wanting to overcommit, do anything crazy. They're just going to basic hits, basic touches, a little bit of boomer ball back and forth. That's a dangerous touch though from Funky. Chapito will punish him for it, and that is not the type of breakdown you want to see from Heartland.
Yeah, and I think that's Funky's, or the second goal off of a bad touch by Funky, where he just isn't able to get the touch that he needs to clear the ball effectively. And so it provides an opportunity for Stanislaus, and, well, they take those. And they've taken them twice so far. So a 2-goal lead for Stanislaus in this game too. Now they have that comfort goal, they have that lead. So if Heartland does take off 1 goal here, they still have a lot of work to do ahead of them. But with a minute 20, time is taken down, and Cookie Thief does direct this one harmlessly into the corner, looking for a transition out, but can't. So Delta, he drops that one dangerously, but luckily his teammates there for the challenge. And oh, this one's bouncing dangerously in front of the Heartland net. Can Cookie get the dunk? He's up for it. It's going to bounce in regardless, and that will be the 3rd goal for Stanislaus.
I think Cookie faked out the defender here. We see Sleek not jumping here, waiting patient. Thought that Cookie was going to beat him, and Cookie just never touched the ball. Completely faked out Sleek. And that's all you have to do. A basic play, simple play, but it worked. 3-0 now with a minute 9 to go. This is getting pretty steep to try to climb.
Yep, I agree with you there, and it's still a minute left on the clock, but with how Stanislaus is playing this game too, it's definitely a tall order. And Heartland, they need to clean up their mistakes first, as Torpedo puts that one in on target. But oh, Delta is able to pick that one up. But Damon once more with an early challenge. And now Heartland seems to find some legs in their tires. And Sleek finds the dunk, putting Heartland on the board in game 2.
Okay, Heartland, a little bit of comeback here. Damon, nice pass, Sleek, nice aerial with a read too. It's still a steep lead, but you cut it closer. This is a little bit of momentum booster. Still 43 seconds, a lot of time to get 2 goals, to get something. You have to do it quick, but they have the offensive firepower to do it.
Yeah, but Sleek can't be missing clears like that. But either way, I think Stanislaus will take those. Funky with a weak touch from that, but it's cleared pretty good there. So 30 seconds left on the clock. Ball's in the corner. It's about a pretty even challenge, but it's up towards the midfield now. It's touch forward. Sleek, he puts that one high. It's going to drop down off the backboard. Not quite in front of the net. It just bounces across the goal line. And Delta with a huge save there. But Sleek keeps it in, keeping the pressure on. And oh, that one's once more stopped by Cookie Thief. Robin Dayman there. And I think Stanislaus will have this one in the book with 3 seconds left on the clock. So Sleek is up for it. Now all that needs to happen is the ball touch the ground. And there it goes. Stanislaus picking up game 2. So the series tied 1 apiece.
The defense there, Stanislaus, coming in so strong. Delta made a diving save across the goal line to barely get back to that one. It looked like surely it was going to go in. Made the lunging save. Then Cookie right after that possession makes the save right after that. 2 back-to-back clutch defensive stops for this team. So now Stanislaus, they're playing with a little bit of fire underneath them. The wheel is going pretty crazy right now. And Heartland, they're a bit of a step back here. They kind of got punched in the teeth and they didn't respond very well. So now 1-1. Both teams have had their throwaway games. Both teams are really understanding each other's play style. Now, Cyro, we're getting into that fill-out period where I feel like it's just going to get closer and closer.
Yeah, I agree with you there because, as you said, they've had their quote-unquote throwaway games. No team really wants to throw away a game, but trading 1-for-1 isn't too bad because now it effectively becomes a best-of-5. So the first 3 wins will take the series, which means that they have fewer games to waste overall. And so far in the opening seconds, it's fairly even though. Cookie trying to make something happen. doesn't get anything too much. Delta with the touch now as well, gets past Sleek, and they're going to try and make something here. Delta in the corner, he has the boost to work with. He puts it up, it's a floater, but no one's there. Cookie tried to get there in time, but just couldn't quite do it. So now it's at the Heartland to get the clear needed, but I don't think they'll be able to. Stanislaus already has possession again.
Cookie being an unrelenting monster right now, just not getting off the ball. Delta up quickly, maybe two quickly, but it was a double commit. Wait a second, it might work. Bar down, Tropito able to get the finish. No, it's saved away. An accidental double commit working in the favor of Stanislaus. Cookie looks like to start it going again, but goodness, Stanislaus' offense is just so fast. They're on another level right now, but Heartland's defense is holding on their own right now.
Yeah, Heartland is holding on is definitely one way to put it. But right now it is Stanislaus with momentum here, with pressure, and definitely getting the better reads on these balls. So Chupito, that's not what I was talking about, a good read there. But Delta bailing him out huge with that save there. And now a shot on net, Cookie or Chipotle puts that high, a little bit wide as well. So now it's possession back over Heartland. Heartland trying to get past Delta, but Delta with a great offensive challenge there. Keeps the pressure early. Cookie drops it down, and this is a dangerous ball, but Delta once more is there. Delta's everywhere with these defensive touches and clutch saves. And oh, that time it was Chupito keeping the ball out of the net, and now it's Heartland really starting to fire on all offensive cylinders.
Looking a little bit flustered here on the defensive side of things. Now Stanislaus gets it clear, and that pinch getting dangerously close to the net, not able to find its mark. So Sleek will clear it all the way back down the field. I'm noticing a lot more big clears too from both teams. Both teams getting a little bit stressed on the boost management, so they're just having to elect for these big bangs. That's another shot, but again, big booming clear by Tropito will give them a little bit of time to reset.
Yeah, and I'd rather see the big booming clears than the weak touches that give possession back over. So Delta puts that one up. Chupito is there, trying to follow through with it, but it does go over to Heartland there. Now they're trying to get something out. They do move out of their own zone. It's in the corner. Delta with the touch. He doesn't find the second touch though. There's 2-3 up for it as a double commit coming out of Stanislaus. So Sleek passes over. There's 2 there. Bit of a double commit. Can they be punished for it as the transition comes out for Stanislaus now? But the rotations are already back. It is not quite going to get past to Sleek there on the wall, but either way, it was a good look out of Stanislaus.
Heartland trying to get out of their own half. It's past 1, but you can't get it past 2. Tropito, Delta trying to get a redirect read on that. Now a big field pass, but Tropito just not able to get a lot of power there. We saw the midfield clear, but just unable to get really good shot opportunity there. But still threatening on the door. Now Delta does secure that corner boost. The boost management huge here. It's going to be forced Heartland to be stuck in their half for so long without boost. Cookie Thief, another good opportunity, but these shots just not fucking meeting their way right now.
Yeah, they're a little bit off. That's okay. They haven't quite found their shooting range, but they can work on that. And with the offensive pressure that they're generating, they do have time to work on that as well. So Heartland's defense is still holding strong, though both these teams seem to be struggling, trying to get out of their own zone in a coordinated method, we'll say, because as you mentioned, they have been doing a lot of big clears.
Both teams low on the shot count. Doesn't really feel like it, but it's 3-3 right now. But really, we haven't seen too many flaws in the defense so far. That's another shot, but it's going to be cleared away by Damon. Delta will come in, launches it off the sidewall. This is very awkward for Funky. Maybe a good chance, but Tropito backflip. It might work in the favor of a big booming clear off the backboard. Cookie there for the read, but that one's not going to find its mark either. Maybe it rushed a little bit too much, Cookie, but I like the attempt nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good look at Stanislaus. Nice posture, but they don't need anything fancy when Delta's there to clean up.
A little right slot here from Delta, just perfectly placed. You can't place it any closer than that. Right in the crook and nanny of that in between 2 defenders. Picture perfect shot, pretty basic shot, but hey, it puts you on the board.
Yeah, puts them on the board all right. And so with only 45 seconds left, being put on the board this late in the game and the only one on the board is definitely a good look as Dayman looks to transition out. That's a bit of a bad defensive touch. And so Delta with a second goal to his name, and that definitely puts Stanislaus in a good position to take game 3.
Oh yeah, Damon a little bit awkward at the midfield. The ball was racing at him. Tried getting the adjustment, tried power sliding to flip into it. Just could not quite get his go. The ball soared over his head. So Delta with two nice goals here. And it gives Stanislaus a comfortable lead with 30 seconds to go.
Yes, the clock is ticking down. Heartland, they were able to get one back. They weren't able to get anything more than that. So Delta is a man on a mission right now. But Heartland, they need to group together here. They have a few seconds to work with, but they need a goal now, and I don't think that's going to happen as Delta finds the next touch. He's charging in the corner forward. Too Sleek pops that one up, and now it's knocked forward. Dayman is there for it, and a huge save coming out of Cookie Thief there. Keeps the game. Yeah, it's a shutout. It's a shutout there for Stanislaus in game 3.
I thought Delta was about to put that one back in the net just for trolls and laughs, because they had 2 goals. It didn't matter, 0 seconds. Didn't put it away though, so it is a shutout for Stanislaus. And Heartland, man, that shot at the end there, what a save by Cookie Thief to get that one going. But still, so much offensive pressure we see, especially Delta. Delta just leading the front for his team, doing so much work. And right now, Heartland, they really haven't had an answer yet for him.
Yeah, it's really hard to shut down a defensive player like Delta because he just is everywhere. His rotations have been pretty clean. He has good touches as well. But the story for me is that they've been able to shut down Damon, which I have seen carry these series before. So Damon registered all 4 shots there for Heartland and didn't score a single time, which speaks volumes to the defensive ability coming out of Stanislaus. Now, they were a little bit rocky game 1, but since then, they've looked pretty good. And we will be hopping into game 4 here, and it's Stanislaus with a 2-1 lead.
They're trying to ride the wave of momentum that they've built up for themselves very solidly, I might add there. Heartland staring down 2 games now, especially being shut out the last game. Looking for anything right now, even table scraps to get something going. That's a good chance from Damon, but it is saved away again. Stanislaus defense, we have yet to see them really tested other than the end of that last game. Like they're such a comfortable team on defense right now. We need to see some more plays from Heartland, maybe even some demo plays.
Yeah, some physicality would always be great to see. So Too Sleek is waiting in the center field for a pass. Can he get the pass? Oh, he wasn't patient enough because the pass was there. But Funky's back for this clear. He puts it towards the midfield, but it's knocked forward. And now it's Damon who's looking onward as his teammate clears it. This is a good shot. It's going to be near post. It doesn't quite get tapped by Delta, but it is Stanislaus with the pressure once again, trying to get the momentum early in this game and hold on to it. So Damon really not looking up to snuff so far in the first 3 games.
Shot opportunity, but still a good save nonetheless. Sleek is up quickly for this. Going to leave Funky for a good shot opportunity. He gets the neutral 50 with Delta, another 50, but that's going to go right back to their half. Sleek just playing time, hits it over Delta, possibly a redirect from Delta. That's not the greatest touch. Damon just looking for the demo, trying to get the bump. He's going to get it. Is it going to go in? Yes,
yeah.
It is. And the physical plays. The demo's coming out from Heartland. Not sure if they have the stream open, but I like it.
Yeah, so just a great touch, and that was actually a missed touch there by Delta from the looks of it, which allowed Damon to get the goaltender demo because there was one less defender there for Stanislaus. So Heartland making use of that opportunity and forcing it wide open for themselves. So they do have an early 1-goal lead, and now it's up to Stanislaus to try and catch back up because when they've played from behind, they have lost that only game so far. So we'll definitely be able to see how they are able to tackle the Heartland Community College now that they're up once more.
Another shot on that. Going to be easy saved away by a Cookie. We see Sleek just running around the backfield. Does get the boost. That's another shot, and
Great
Delta
save.
diving save again. But wait, it's not over yet. Damon off of the pass off the corner is going to get that one to go in, and the defense can only hold on for so long.
Yeah, I feel like I may have cast a curse to Stanislaus there because Damon steadily finding his rhythm in this game 4 with a goal and a goaltender demo, contributing to both the teams' goals right now. And overall, Heartland in a very secure place right now, though they definitely want more goals in to put Stanislaus down a few pegs. But Cookie Thief with the touch there, he's putting it up with his teammate, buries it in the corner. Nothing quite coming of it yet as Damon gets a bit of a clear. Not past midfield though, as that was a pretty aggressive stance. Delta is there, and that's, oh no! Oh, okay, that was a close one there, but Heartland, they maintain their 2-goal lead so far. And Cookie with a chance here, he gets challenged by Sleek. Now Delta with the touch towards the net. It's up, it's up! Ah, the dunk isn't quite, oh, Cookie? Great job, Cookie.
I for sure thought that was going to be out. Delta gets a pass one. Chopito with the fake, and Cookie just manages to bury that one top
Oh.
right. The tightest of angles, but it is a momentum booster here for Stanislaus. Only one goal down, barely past halftime. I like the plays, only one shot, but hey, they're 1 for 1, so keep it going if you're them. Heartland trying to counter it themselves.
Yeah, so Delta, he's going to try and walk this one out, but a solid challenge there coming out of Heartland. So now it's Chopito with the centering pass. It's up. No one is there for it. So it gets touched to the far side. Delta is not up in time for that one, but that's okay. Now Chopito is. He puts it down for a teammate. No one's quite there, but it's Cookie. He puts a shot on net. Chopito's up for it. He gets another touch. It's a bit of a floater. Can Delta find the touch? No, he can't, but Cookie can. So that will be the second goal for Cookie, tying up the game with 1:47 left on the clock.
Yeah, Sleek, awkward touch on the edge. Funky with a pre-jump, trying to read the hard shot on the left side. Cookie just placed it behind him, a little slow bouncer. Beautiful placement, beautiful shot. Execution on par. Now 2-2. 1:45 to go on the clock. Things just got quite a bit more spicier.
Oh, a bit more spicier is definitely one way to put it. But, ooh, good save there out of Sleek. Great shot of Chopito there. So both teams starting to find the rhythm, starting to find tempo, starting to find pace. And you can just tell in this fourth game, it has definitely accelerated. So we see Delta looking on. But now Delta with the touch, he puts it forward. It's into the corner. It's cleared. But Chopito is there. He can't quite get it into the defensive zone. And now it's a lot of side-to-side action as Damon has room to work with. He puts it up in the corner. Chopito's there for the challenge, but it's a centering pass. But Delta breaks that one up. Now Funky's backboard as well. Delta once more with the touch. Puts it high, keeps it into the corner where it is harmless. And we just watched Chopito get hit by the new killer of the post. But he was able to settle down. And once more, this ball is a little bit back and forth in the neutral zone.
Slight roller here off the corner. It's going to leave Delta for a good clear to the backboard. Sleek trying to control this. Doesn't get a touch, though. It's going to be awkward. Damon does make the save, though. Delta getting a demo on the backfield, maybe clearing up some space, but maybe too much space. No one there for the team to follow up, so it's going to leave Delta just to have to bang it. That's not the greatest touch, though, but he's going to be able to recover quickly. We see not either team really having a lot of midfield presence right now, playing more passive, scared to cheat up because they don't want to be the one to make that mistake. Delta, that's a dangerous touch. Funky, a shot. It's off the crossbar, though.
Okay, this one's definitely close. So, final seconds of the game, and it's Heartland who have momentum. But that is a demo at Cookie Thief, so now this could be an opportunity strike. It's a high off the crossbar. It hits the underside of the crossbar. It bounces out. Cookie's there. He booms it off the backboard. Chopito's looking now, but Damon with the touch. 0 seconds left, so it's over to overtime right now. It's a tied game. It's competitive here in this fourth game. Neither team wants to admit defeat. As Damon's up for it first, he gets the touch. It's off the backboard. It's not quite a centering pass. It's a clear, actually. Cookie's looking for that, but that gets broken up by Sleek. And this overtime is already starting off with a banger. As Funky with the shot now. That's on target. So Heartland taking game 4 with an excellent shot there.
Funky, what is this shot? Right past the Finnick lurking from Copito. And oh my goodness, the bouncer, the double bouncer from the bar down. You really can't ask for a better shot, a better placement than that. Funky, oh my goodness, that placement was top par. Heartland managed to close it out, come in clutch in this overtime after having to phase off that extremely hard comeback that Stanislaus almost pulled off.
Yeah, in this game alone, we saw that Heartland had, I believe, 9 shots on target there, which is quite a lot. Not quite in double digits, but still more than enough shots. Where Stanislaus, they lagged behind just a little bit with 6 shots. Now, they had their opportunities. They were able to tie it out, but it definitely seemed like Heartland were overall controlling the pace and tempo of this game. And once they had that tempo on their side, they ran with it fairly well, I would say.
Yeah, they had to wipe the sweat off their brow a little bit after that one, but nonetheless, they managed to come through. They managed to pull out. They managed to finish out the game. Slight worry there when they almost let that comeback go through, but you came in clutch in overtime. Funky off of the beautiful pass, the top right shots. Now Harlan, now it's 2-2. It's not 3-1, not 3-1 for either team. 2-2 in a best of 7. It's as close as it could possibly get. Your last game was just an overtime game. Now, which team pulls ahead? Because we've seen both teams have their moments. We've seen Heartland have this game. We saw Stanislaus have the other game. Is this just going to be this back and forth boxing match of we take this
Ooh.
game, all right, you take the next game?
Well, it's definitely going to be tough either way. Now, I'm going to say my prediction would favor Stanislaus to take the entire series. When they've won more convincingly, in my opinion. But Heartland, their perseverance is second to none from the feels of it. And as we hop into Game 5, we will see just how resilient they are in the face of the obstacle that is Delta with the defensive touches and saves.
They're already starting off the Stanislaus defensive side. Cookie deep, a nice pinch though. It's going to set up Delta to get high off of the corner. Forces Sleep to come out and just bang it off the ceiling. Pepito will come in, a nice hit to the ceiling. Very awkward ball here for Cookie. Does get the touch though. Still a little bit dangerous here. Delta off the backboard trying to do it all himself. The dish, but Damon, nice save reading out that play. Says he can't cash me out of that one. Speaking of reading the play, Funky almost getting that shot on the counter, but not quite able to meet the mark.
Yeah, not quite. So Damon is there. He has a free ball. He puts on target, but Chupito with a huge save there. So Sleek's up for it. He puts it back towards the net. Cookie with the clear. Now he gets to the side. It's a transition play for Cookie. Can he get the centering pass? I don't think he can, but it's up. Chupito gets beat by Damon. So Damon buries it far corner. And now Delta, he's trying to walk this one out. He's beaten one. I don't think he'll beat two as Funky is able to find the touch. He puts it off the backboard. No one quite there in the center, but a triple commit coming out of Stanislaus is not a good look. But they do have an open net there, and Torpedo is able to bury that one.
Well, triple commit or not, somehow Salisa goal. Cookie just lands on the ball. And Heartland, maybe a little bit confused after the triple commit trying to read the play, just got caught lacking on the defensive side. Sets up the goal though. So, I mean, hey, the power of friendship comes into favor here, I guess.
Yes, well, the enemy can't prepare for what you do if you have no idea what you're doing yourself. So the triple commit definitely throwing Heartland for a loop, I would say. But now Delta with a shot towards the far post. It's a bit of a double commit cleared there. Thief's up for it. He doesn't quite find the touch needed, but that's okay. Chupito is there off the backboard. It's set up for Delta, but Funky is there for the clear as well. So Heartland still remaining strong on defense despite being down one. And now Damon with a good touch there, and he finds the net. And so the score is once more tied at one apiece.
This league just forcing out the awkward touch from Cookie, and Damon just barely beating out Chupito. Does get demoed for it, but doesn't matter. He gets the goal regardless. Good speed, good awareness, easily tied up now, 1-1 quickly. It's back and forth as usual in this series. What a kickoff from that though. It's gonna be so dangerous and awkward, but they will try to control it and take over.
Yeah, Cookie with a decent touch there, but Damon does read it right. Puts it high off the backboard, or sorry, high just above the crossbar, I should say, because that was still a dangerous shot. So Cookie trying to come out of the corner there. He doesn't quite make past Damon. But either way, they got to do what they do. So Two Sleek puts it up. Funky gets the touch needed. He's following through. He gets the double touch. It's in the corner. He beats one. It's bouncing dangerously. Torpedo with the clear. And now Cookie will have to clear this one as well. And it seems like Stanislaus, they cannot get into their own zone here. And that was a very dangerous ball in front of their own net.
Just constantly getting harassed with shots right now. That's a good shot from Torpedo. It's going to be high, but it does force an awkward touch from Damon. Cookie comes in. Another bouncer. Put away by Funky, but Stanislaus just trying to keep the ball to their half at this point. They were stuck in there for so long, just getting pounded and pounded with shots, ball pressure, boost management. That's a good 50. Maybe they can get something going here, but Heartland playing firm on the defense, Damon getting it past one. Delta will just launch it back to the field.
Yes, now, ooh, Cookie with a great challenge there. Keeps in the offensive zone. He's there for a touch off the wall, but not quite. But Chupito is there as well. Delta's there now as well. He has the shot. He has the dunk, and he has the go-ahead goal with just over 2 minutes left on the clock.
The pure speed from Delta, the ceiling read, double jump, just air roll. All of it was magnificent, perfect. Way to go, Delta. Beautiful read, beautiful play. 2-1 now. And that's the type of shot you want to see. That is a huge momentum booster. It can really bring the morale of your team up after that one. See how they handle it here, though. Heartland trying to get something of their own going right now.
Yes. Can they, though? I don't think Stanislaus will let them as Cookie tries to go into the zone with the ball there. Delta with an okay touch. Torpedo's there as well. Good chip off the wall there, but it's up for Damon. Damon puts it towards the backboard. Bit on that near post. That's Cookie with the save. But either way, Heartland trying to get some opportunity here, but with an empty net, that's going to be a 2-goal lead for Stanislaus.
Yeah, I'm not sure I really like this touch from Funky. It looked like he was trying to flip into it and get a big clear to the sidewall, but the timing of the flip, he actually hit it with his belly, the underside of his car. And unfortunately, you're never going to get any power out of that one. I think he realized it afterwards, just quit moving. He's like, oh goodness. But hey, game not over. Still, 1:22 to go on the clock. There is time, not a lot, but gotta get something going. You need to do it fast.
Yes, speed is the name of the game when playing Rocket League, and you do have the nitrous boost. Delta with a great challenge there, and I think he may have an open net. He beats one, and that's all he needs to beat, as that's now a 3-goal lead for Stanislaus.
Well, Heartland needed goals, just not goals in your own net. Delta, beautiful execution of the 1-1, just barely flicks it over the last man back. And what was a reasonable lead to try to go back against Heartland, now staring down 3-goal deficit with barely over a minute left to go.
Yeah, just over a minute, as you said, with the seconds ticking down, the pressure mounts because this will be the lead for Stanislaus in this series as well, picking up the game 5 victory, but it's the game 3 win out of game 4 that they need. And I'm no longer making sense, but that's okay. It's a Rocket League. We're here for the cars, we're here for the action, and we're here for the last 40 seconds of game 5. Damon puts it up, but his teammates were rotating the other way. Funky's there for the touch, but Delta with the clear. And my oh my, Delta is everywhere on defense.
All but over for Heartland. They need one now. Damon's just going to launch that, but not a lot of power. It's not going to be towards that. Chopizo just back passing to me. Plenty of time here to waste, and I think that's the whole gist of what they're trying to do here. Funky awkward touch, but at this point, you got to get goals, and the time is over. It's mathematically impossible at this point to win this game, so it's going to be 3-2 for Stanislaus coming in on a match point.
Yeah, even as these seconds tick down, though, it's Stanislaus creating the momentum, creating the pressure, and this sets them up so wonderfully for game 6, doesn't it? So they have a definitive lead there. Damon with 5 shots, the entirety of his team's offense, which is unfortunate because he does need his teammates to step up, and we've seen Funky one too many times now drop the ball on defense with a very poor defensive touch or awkward clearing attempts. You could even say he's living up to his name.
Yeah, there's quite a few uncanny mistakes that you really wouldn't expect to see at this level of Rocket League, but it's going to happen nonetheless. You got to overcome it, not downgrade because of it. I feel like towards the end of the game, they downgraded more than they upgraded. So coming into this now, Stanislaus on match point, 3-2, riding the wave of momentum. Even after the server reset, they are still going strong. Now, Heartland, if we're going off how the series has been going, this is the game that they win, so we're going to have a game 7. But is it scripted? Well, I guess we're going to find out.
Ooh. Okay, so Damon there with a good chance. Okay, Delta is there. He's been there all day. I don't know why that would be any different now. Cookie Thief with a great shot, but it's just off the crossbar there. But that early pressure is huge, and Chopizo is able to capitalize on it with the first goal of game 6.
Goodness, I don't want to keep talking about Funky because I feel like he's already gotten enough for this, but that touch was not the play. He panicked, he flipped when there was no one there, gets a light touch, got the ball off of his car, and just like that, Stanislaus scoring off yet another defensive mistake. Heartland, the type of plays we want to see. You got to be able to answer back though with a goal of your own.
Yeah, the sooner they can answer back, the better it is for them. Because we saw last game and some other games that if they fall behind, they struggle so immensely to catch back up. But if they have a lead early, they can generally last long enough to take the game, even if it does go to overtime. But Funky misreading that off the backboard there. Now it's Damon trying to come out. He beats past one. It's over to Sleek. Sleek with the follow through, but Chopizo is there for the challenge. He turns the ground, but Funky is able to finally get a touch. And it's a bit of chaos in front of that, but it is cleared out with Damon making the save there. Delta with a good flick back. Sleek, he puts the far corner instead of on net, but it's over to Funky. Funky with the touchdown. but it's Cookie Thief with the transition play now. Damon just sending it right back the other way. Neither team wants it in their end right now.
Yeah, we're transitioning back to the big clears, but wait a second, that was almost way too dangerous. Sleep manages to make the recovery and block his own mistouch, but still, both teams just liking to get the ball out of the half quickly. That's a great shot from Funky. It's just going to be slightly off the post. Delta with a clear. It's not going to go very far, though. This is dangerous, but no one there for Heartland. Everyone went back for boost.
You can tell that boost management has been questionable this game. Damon's up for it. He gets a poor touch. Funky with the follow through, and that will be the tying goal for Heartland here, scored by none other than Funky.
Yeah, that was a dangerous touch from Delta. Tried getting the recovery off the backboard, unable to do so. Both Cookie and Delta were in the same spot. Awkward defensive positioning, nice capitalization, nice execution from Heartland to punish the mistake. Can they keep it going, though, and clean up their messy defense?
Yeah, Heartland definitely needs to clean up their defense. It's looking up. It's not quite in shambles anymore, but it was rough. It was rough. Okay, so now it's Funky there with an offensive touch, puts it off the backboard corner area. You know, that weird, awkward transition spot. But now Cookie with the go-ahead pass, puts it up. Sleek is there. And it just seems like everybody's kind of flat-tired there around the midfield, waiting for something to happen. But Chapito makes the save off the Damon's shot. Funky keeping the ball in. Delta with the clear. Now Cookie's chasing this ball down, but Damon's already there. He doesn't get a good control touch. Cookie with the shot. It's just wide on that far post. But either way, shots like that apply the pressure needed.
I think both teams maybe respecting the other's touch just a little bit too much. We're seeing a lack of challenge right now in the player of the ball. Just like this situation, Sleek had so much time on that. They do manage to get the save, but still dangerous. Funky, another shot. It's going to be slightly off, though. Sleek trying to set up another one. Just going to take a quick one right at Chopito. Does manage to get the save. Just a pepperage of shots coming on by Heartland right now. I'd like to see some counterattack here. Oh, that's a mistouch from Damon. It's going to set up Chopito.
Oh, no.
The pass down to Delta. Delta's going to put it in, and just like that, the counter from Stanislaus. Look at the plays.
Yeah, Damon just with that poor touch. It's the story of the night, isn't it there, Sis? Where Heartland just have not had solid touches on the ball, which has given too many opportunities to Stanislaus, who have capitalized them nearly every single time. But either way, Heartland is once more down a goal, and this is match point for them, but they are able to tie it up only seconds later, and that has to feel pretty good.
Speaking of capitalizing on the defensive mistakes here, no one here for the ball. Stanislaus had 3 people in the back, 1 rotating back, and Funky manages to weave it past all of them. A nice shot off of a good 50 from the teammate. Now 2-2. This is generally where Heartland struggles, finishing out the stretch, trying to gain a lead. See what happens here, though. Chapito with the clear gets the pinch, too. It's going to go all the way back down to Heartland's half. Damon has to make the touch, and he does. But look how awkward it is. This high-floating Delta with a quick shot. Damon has to make the save, but he does again.
So yeah, you could say the Heartland players' hearts were pounding there on that defensive rotation, but they were able to overcome it, though it may have been some awkward palpitations there. And Funky will want that touchback as he puts it wide on the near post. Oh, this ball is bouncing dangerously, but Cookie with the clear. Cookie with no boost. He can't do much, but he is going to grab that 100 boost in the corner there. The big pad puts it towards the center of the net. A double commit there, a team bump there. And it's still Heartland trying to clear the ball, but Chapito, shot on the near post, is deflected wide. This one's going to go across, and Chapito chases this one down, steals the big pad. Delta's up for it now, off the backboard, back into the corner. It's a back and forth match right now as we hit that 30-second mark.
That's a good pass, but Delta a little bit too far back to be able to get that one. Does get a good touch off the backboard. Sleek, very dangerous, has to make the clear. Still floating out dangerously in the midfield, but Heartland manages to get this pass. Double commit here from Stanislaus, but it's not going to punish them. It might actually help them. Delta low boost, trying to pass down to Cookie, but the communication was not quite there. Chapito just trying to keep it in, but it's right to Damon. Damon's just going to launch it to the net. There's no one back off of the overcommit. And just like that, punishing mistakes, Heartland pulls the Uno reverse card, doing exactly what Stanislaus has done in them all series.
Yeah, so Funky, we'll say with the goal secured there, picks up the hat trick, picks up the lead for Heartland with 7 seconds left on the clock, and this could be a game 7 we're seeing as Delta puts that one high above the crossbar. It comes back, the ball is up, the ball is touched down, and we are indeed going to a game 7 here in this very, very close series between CSU and the HCC.
Well, let me lean down and grab the script that I dropped earlier. No, but actually, okay. So Heartland wins, Stanislaus wins. It's a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We call this. I expected this. Even match game. The shots almost exactly the same. Stanislaus only one more shot than Heartland. Now, game 7. You've got as close as you can be. I'd really love to see an overtime because that would just be so fitting. But I mean, Cyro, I feel like these games are just mainly who makes more mistakes right now. It's not crazy plays. It's not crazy good teamwork. It's just poor mistakes on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, where it feels like these teams are ultimately beating themselves. They're making too many mistakes, poor rotations, poor touches, and not getting clears, which then leads to other mistakes, like just the constant booming clears instead of slow, methodical play. Yes, it's Rocket League. We gotta go fast. We gotta go supersonic, but we also have to play consistently. And that's one thing that feels is lacking a bit on both these teams, though more so on the side of Heartland, especially with Funky, when Funky is in that goaltending position. But that said, it is game 7. They got to be doing something right. And, well, here we go.
Look at the double attempt from Damon. He had so much time on that full boost in the tank. Not able to get it on, but still made the defense a little bit awkward. Chopito to clear down. Nice redirect from Cookie. He's going to create some space here. Chopito just going to like to take a shot. Sleep. Gets a save there. Funky with the clear. I think the problem, too, that we see a lot of times is players get so used to trying to play so fast that sometimes they get too fast. Delta makes the save, but he can only do so much.
Yes, I didn't even see him make the save there, but either way, he gets it up underneath that crossbar. And he was coming out of net, too, to make the save, but just wasn't in time. So a bit of a heartbreaker there for CSU, but they are able to, or they do have time to strike back, we'll say. And now they do have to be proactive with these plays. They don't quite have to throw the spare tire and the wrench at them yet, but they do need to get their act together, because this is the second game in a row where they've fallen behind earlier.
They have plenty of time to do so, but you gotta be careful on these touches. As Chobito not quite able to get that one towards the net. Damon will control. 50 away to the midfield. This is a good chance, opportunity. Cookie 50 sleek. Damon a quick read, maybe too fast, but it does go to Funky. Funky with a very funky pre-flip there. Manages to get the touch, but it's gonna leave Sleek in a 1-1. Delta trying to flick it over. Didn't get the flick that he wanted though. We're just trying to clear this out. Delta getting a demo in the backfield, just trying to relieve some space here for his team.
Yeah, so Cookie with a good touch here. He puts it forward. It's going to get picked up, but it's a challenge there. And now Chapito's off the wall, but he misses the ball there. So Delta rotates through. He gets the touch. It's off the backboard for a centering pass, but nobody's up for it now. And it's a bit of a loose ball, but I think that's Funky there, chasing into the far corner. He centers it for his teammate. It's dropped right in front of the net. And a good clear out of Chapito before anyone capitalized there. So Damon drops that one down, but Delta reads that off the backboard perfectly. And now that's an open net, but it goes wide on that near post. So Damon, he reads it. He puts it over to Sleek. Sleek doesn't get the touch. And that's actually Cookie who's going to get the next touch, but Sleek is there with the challenge. Delta reads that up the backboard. And now Sleek trying to control this ball, trying to get the clear needed. Bit of a weak touch, so Chapito is able to challenge that, puts towards the midfield. Now Delta following through as well. Overall, a very chaotic game, it feels like, as like fight for possession in the corners.
Yeah, a little bit ambitious here. Some of these plays coming out, but still, both teams playing on the slight edge right now. A little bit of boost behind them. Now, Sleek will just clear it down at the field. So far, both teams have been pretty even when it comes to managing the boost on that field. I've seen a lot of back and forth boost grabs. It's a good chance, but isn't cleared away. Damon's just gonna have a big booming clear down to the other half. It's just back and forth. We're just seeing like one or two opportunities, and then the other team takes their turn. One or two opportunities, and we're back in the other half again.
Yeah, they're consistent in how inconsistent they are, you could say. But this is going to be an opportunity for Stanislaus, but it was broken up. Great shot. Too Sleek just kind of kills the ball, but Funksy picks it up. Now it's Delta with the challenge. He waits it out correctly, so he's able to keep it towards that sideline pretty harmlessly. But his teammate doesn't get the clear, so Sleek puts that one up. It's cleared off the backboard. Not past the center field mark, though. And now it's Heartland with a definitive amount of pressure. Funky with a high shot there. Now Damon loops around for it, cuts his rotation. He's trying to stay aggressive, trying to read these loose balls as they come off the players. Now Funky with a shot, but to our backboard, and Chapito with the save. So Stanislaus now back into her own zone pretty heavily here as Too Sleek puts that one up high. Damon is there. It's off the post as well. Cookie making the save there. And honestly, this game is a nail-biter as we approach the 1 minute remaining.
Has lost so many shots coming in on their half right now. They're low boost. Delta, no boost, just has to try to lunge for the clear. Chopito will finally get a bang. Wait a second. Very dangerous touch from Sleek, but Damon is there to bail them out of that one. Still dangerous ball, though. High floater to the backboard. Funky's not going to be able to get the touch. It's a demo. Is it just going to roll in? It's going to bounce off. No one is there for Stanislaus. Someone needs to be there to put that in.
Yeah, and with the game 7, you gotta follow through. You gotta be almost desperate for these plays now, because 40 seconds left on the clock, you do have to make a play happen. So Funky, he puts that one upfield, but with boost, he's able to control it as it goes through. So Sleek's up for it. Sleek doesn't quite find the touch, but he was looking for it. Damon gets beat, and that's going to be the tying goal for Delta. Delta making sure Stanislaus stays in this to the very end.
Damon left alone as last man there off of an unfortunate double commit from Heartland, and when all hope is gone for Stanislaus, Delta, the man to do it for his team, again coming in clutch. 1-1 now, 23 seconds to go. Ooh, we might have an overtime on our hands, Cyril.
Oh yes, we definitely might. And what's better than a game 7 overtime? I'm not actually quite sure, because that is a very hyped event itself. So Funky with the challenge on Delta. 5 seconds of the game. Funky doesn't quite put it on net. It comes out to midfield. It's a touch high. It's going to drop down in front of the net. It's cleared by Delta into the corner. Sleeks there as well. Whoever scores here can end the game. And oh, it's high off the crossbar. And the ball drops there. So Funky almost ending it before overtime. But we get a game 7 overtime.
Oh, Stanislaus, they are... Oh my goodness, they're sweating after that one. Speaking of sweating, that is not the touch you want to make. Funky off the sidewall. Too Sleek is pushed up too close though, but Damon is there to control it still though. This counterattack, Delta, nice 50 is going to be straight towards the net. Sleek unable to get the touch. Funky though with the clear. Both teams just trying to reset for a second, take a breather. No one challenging at the midfield for Heartland right now. Everyone's just waiting. Everyone is nervous. Everyone's panicking. This is game 7 Rocket League.
Yeah, it's do or die for both these teams, and you don't get more do or die than a game 7 match point scenario where you're already in overtime. So we're approaching 1 minute of overtime, and it has felt frantic. That's the only word I can think of when I've seen this game so far. It's a double commit coming out of Stanislaus there as they try to forward the ball. Now I believe that's Torpedo up for Delta. Delta high off the crossbar, doesn't find the double touch, but Cookie is there to slam it home, and that will be Stanislaus picking up the game 7 overtime victory here. And yeah, Heartland, that's a heartbreaker there.
Look at the passes. Chopito, the pass to Delta. Delta off of the crossbar. And Cookie pushed up, took full advantage of it, wasn't scared to push his third man, full sent it on the open net. And just like that, Stanislaus, when all hope was gone in the blink of an eye, they win the series.
Oh, that was just a absolutely fantastic series to watch, to cast, and to be a part of. Stanislaus and Heartland going the distance, and it was back and forth with Heartland striking first, then Stanislaus coming out strong the next 2 games, and since then it was just a 1-for-1 every time. And ultimately, it went in favor of Stanislaus at the end of the day. So Stanislaus improved their record to a 3-3, while Heartland, their record, unfortunately, goes to a 2-4. But either way, both these teams are still close competitively, if not by record. So both teams do have a few more weeks to get some wins before we start looking at playoffs. But right now, every win does matter.
Oh, most definitely. Every single win, even a game 7 overtime, it doesn't matter how close you get. If you don't take that series out, if you don't finish it out, it goes on your record as a loss. Not a game 7 overtime loss. Doesn't matter if it's a game 1 loss, a 4-0 loss, it's still a loss. So, Heartland, they've got some work to do to try to regain before playoffs, and I think Stanislaus, they're going to be sleeping pretty comfortably tonight.
Yeah, they would definitely be sleeping a little bit easier. And well, I think that wraps it up here for us. We do only have one best of seven to bring you, and well, it was a banger. And so with that, I'm definitely happy to say, that's it for us. I've been joined by Sis. I'm Sarah Sims, so thank you for joining us for the GGLeagues Elite Winter Rocket League action here tonight. And I hope you check out the other titles coming up this week.